Number 38, the Royal Archers. The stats are 28 to 40 damage, average speed, and a great range. This looks like pretty typical archer stats, except the damage is kinda high for an archer. But still, the abilities are what really carry the Royal Archers to be this high on the list. The first ability is Rapturous Hunter. Every 2.5 seconds, an eagle will attack enemies, dealing 52 to 78 damage. This ability is pretty underrated, mainly because it lacks the power of its other skill. But the damage is actually pretty good. But still, the next ability is really powerful, and it is Armor Piercer, which is not the best name for an ability. Every 12 seconds, the tower will fire off 3 arrows that deal 120 to 150 damage per arrow, adding up to a total of 360 to 450 damage. If that wasn't enough, which it is, these arrows also ignore 50%, so half of an enemy's armor. This is insane. The damage makes it even better than Barrage, but it also is super cheap, making it one of the best abilities in the series. Overall, if you choose Royal Archers as your archer, then your enemies will get smashed. Number 37, the Ranger's Hideout. The stats are 13 to 19 damage, a very fast speed, and extreme range. The damage is low, even for an archer, but their speed is one of the fastest in the series. They can, however, miss their targets. Luckily, though, one of their abilities makes them incredibly powerful. The first ability, Poison Arrows, is not that ability. The arrows now poison enemies for 3 seconds, dealing 15 damage per second for a total of 45 damage. They will also switch their targets once their first target gets poisoned. And they will do this until all targets in their range are poisoned. This seems like a good ability, but their tendency to miss their targets hampers this ability's effectiveness. Plus, it's really expensive for what it does, making it a less vital ability. Their next ability, however, is insane. And that one is, of course, Wrath of the Forest. It traps 3 enemies in vines for 3 seconds, dealing 40 damage every second for a total of 120 damage on an 18-second cooldown. Which, by the way, the damage is physical damage, not true damage. But still, this ability is incredibly powerful. It's expensive, but totally worth it, destroying almost any enemy that it comes across, and on a short cooldown too. Overall, the Ranger's Hideout is an insane tower, but relying on a single ability, no matter how good it is, makes me unable to rank it any higher. But still, this tower, an all-around awesome tower. Number 36, the Demon Pit. Stats are 28 health, 0 armor, and 19 to 13 damage. This may sound like the Demon Pit is really terrible because they're not good at tanking or dealing damage, but actually, they're one of the best damage dealers around, mainly thanks to the fact that when they die, they deal 80 explosive damage in an area, of course, and have a chance to stun enemies. And every 4 seconds, a new demon will spawn, which allows them to stall bosses or other big enemies even better than paladins, plus deal damage to them at the same time. Despite this though, many people say that this is a weak tower, and I disagree with this. To me, this is a very good tower, and its abilities certify this. The first one is Master Exploders. The demons now deal 200 damage when they explode, plus they also burn enemies for 5 seconds, dealing 24 to 40 damage per second, for a total of 122 200 damage. Combine that with the other 200 damage from their regular explosion, and you got one of the best passive abilities ever. Their second ability is also pretty good too. Every 40 seconds, the Demon Pit spawns a huge demon that has 200 health, 37 to 55 damage, 0 armor, and deals 250 damage on death, which is powerful and a pretty great ability to get. Overall, the Demon Pit is a strong tower, dealing great damage and has decent stalling. Plus, it's probably the most funnest tower to spam, although that doesn't really factor into the rankings. But still, it has enough power to permit me to rank it this high, and enough power to make the demon spawn enemy look pathetic.